Now we're
Who's
live.
that?
All right. Welcome everyone to the first episode of the Bodybuilding365 Podcast. I have Delaney and Alex on. I figured we start off this series on talking about how we all started with bodybuilding and basically some ins and out of the whole industry a little bit, some mistakes we did, and if we have any regrets, and some advice we'd give to newcomers and people that want to get into the bodybuilding lifestyle and training part of it. So Delaney, I'll start with you. So I've known you for about 6+ years, ever since high school.
Yes, sir.
Ever since I know you, obviously pretty jacked for like no reason. But tell us about, like, was it more sports specific in the beginning, or was it always bodybuilding from the start?
So this is how it started. Oh, I'm just fixing my little pillow chair on my bed. So it started when I was I started working out when I was in 6th grade. I remember it was after watching, you know, the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008.
I love that movie, yo. That was my favorite.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, you're not a real bodybuilder if you don't at least like that movie, because I feel like that movie inspired most of us to be, jacked.
Yeah.
So I remember one day I was watching that movie, and I guess I just got hyped and just randomly just started doing push-ups, crunches in my room, like squats. Then I remember asking my father for a set of dumbbells. I just started doing like curls, like side raises, holding the dumbbells in between our hands, doing bubble squats. And that was 6th grade. Then I took it more consistently and more seriously throughout 7th grade. Then I really started enjoying the results. Then I think 8th grade year, my pop signed me up. Remember Bally's Gym? They're not really around anymore.
Yeah, I remember Bally's.
Alex, you remember those, right?
Yeah, I remember Bally's. Yep.
Yeah, Bally's. So 8th grade in January, my pop signed me up to that. And, bro, honestly, fell in love ever since, obviously. And I never stopped since. So I lifted from 8th grade all throughout high school, all throughout college, and up until now. And obviously over the years went past by, I took it more seriously, more consistently.
Yeah.
I started finding out more information about nutrition. To be honest, I didn't really take my diet seriously at all up until college. Because in high school, obviously, we were all like, most of us were athletes. Like, we ate whatever we wanted before and after practice, because we had, our metabolism was just, through the roof.
Yeah, well, you played basketball, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I played basketball and I did boxing. And on top of that, I was still weight training, like all year round, bro.
Yeah.
All year round. So I was constantly burning calories, constantly. So yeah, high school, I always trained, never took off. I always made time for it, never made an excuse.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, bro, I mean, listen, obviously none of us knew shit about training when we all started,
Yeah, we're younger.
So when I first started weight training, I was going only 3 times a week. When I first started going to the gym, it was only 3 times a week. So let's say I would hit maybe like chest, buys, and then Wednesdays like back and tries, and Friday would be shoulders and legs. I would only go to the gym 3 times a week, but bro, I'd be there for like 3 hours.
Always. It was always like that. 3-hour
Bro,
session.
3 hours. Because my pops used to tell me, like, yeah, all you need is 3 hours. 3 days a week. But I loved working out so much. So there were times I was up for 4, no cap, like 4 hours. So
I can't do that anymore.
Fuck that, bro. Nah, I'm 1 hour, bro. 1 hour now, I'm good. 1 hour.
I was under 2 today, and I was like, all right, I gotta barely walk to the car.
Bro,
Man,
right?
45
Bro, I hit
minutes.
like for example, like 2 Mondays ago, I hit legs for the first time in the morning in a few months, right? And I'm usually used to training with 2 to 4 meals into my system.
Yeah.
Bro, and I hit it before work, right? Bro, I threw up. I told you, Greg, I threw up 4 times.
That was strong and shapely, right?
Yeah, bro, I threw up
Yeah.
4 times when I got home.
That's
4.
insane. That's
I-
insane.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to yak at the gym, but I didn't have time to yak because I had to like be on pace because of work. I don't want to be late for work.
He said I didn't have time to yak, so I just held it.
So
I held it like
I held it, and when I got home, I was like, "Nah, I'm not holding this in. I'm not holding this in."
I've always wanted to like get to that point and be like, oh yeah, I threw up from whatever workout, but like
Yeah.
I don't want to throw up from a workout. If that makes,
Yeah.
sense.
Bro, it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle. Like, listen, I'm not a pussy. Like, I could trigger myself any time of the day, but like, I hate having to cut my workout to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's only
that's
5 minutes. Like,
Yeah, I could trigger myself anytime.
because I don't want to.
Yo,
Because I
right,
don't want to.
like-
Bro, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to spend 5 or maybe even 10 minutes in the middle of my workout trying to yak. Like, I want to yak in peace. Like, I don't think anybody's ever said that. It sounds
I
kind
want to yak in peace.
I want to
That's
yak in peace.
2021 shit right there.
I wanted to take my time throwing up whatever's in.
I want to enjoy the experience. But
Oh my goodness.
so Alex, actually, I don't know more of your background. So tell us about that because I know more of Delaney than you. Every 1 year, maybe I met you. So
My background?
Your
Shit is trash. That's what it is. No,
He just burns buildings down and just with 600 pounds.
yeah.
I burned buildings down. Did I go put them out? Like, no. I started lifting around high school. When I played football and I did wrestling. But then my senior year, I just took off. I just wanted to lift weights because I wanted to look better. Like, I grew up as a fat kid, so I was always picked on. I was picked on from kindergarten all the way up till about high school. I went to Seton Hall Prep, so everybody was like nerdy there. They were all nerds and fat anyway, so it was just like I'm amongst my people. I'm like, yes, I'm here now.
Yeah.
So once I started lifting weights and I started seeing how my body actually changed, I was hooked, so I would skip lunch, go lift at the gym, and I would stay after for like another 2-3 hours to lift some more, like after school was done.
Yeah.
And then as time progressed, like I fell into the cracks and everything like that here and there. Like my early 20s, doing a lot of drinking, drugs, and all that shit like that. So it was just like, I said, fuck it. But I was still going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like my diet was shit. Like I would eat a whole, like the giant size pack of Oreos. And like, that was one of my meals for the day or whatever. So, but around like 2014, 15, that's when I started to get everything together. Like the diet, actually training like a bodybuilder.
Mhm.
Like I never trained legs. That's what my legs suck now. You know what I'm saying? Like only thing I did was shrugs, like some bench press and some tricep stuff and calves. Maybe that's why my calves are so big now because I would always hit them.
Yeah.
But ever since like 2014, 15, that's when I started to really, really get into it, do research, learn, watch YouTube, see what food worked for me.
Mhm.
Then around like 2016, that's when I did my first show for Classic Physique. When Classic Physique first came out,
Yeah.
got smoked. Got 10th place out of 10 guys. So that kind of like demotivated me a little bit, but I still like got back on the horse, still wanted to improve, still kept competing, obviously. So, but it was like a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for me to actually like get my shit together. Like you can't be cheating like 4 weeks out. Like come on now, bro. Like, your genetics aren't that good, you know. So, but yeah, other than that, it's been a long grind. But it's some days you hate it. You really, really fucking hate it. Some days you don't. Some days you have the great workouts. Some days you have shitty workouts and all that stuff. But it's just like, stay consistent. That's what I've been trying to do. Stay consistent, not fall back into the pits of life. You know what I'm saying? So,
There's definitely two things you're touched upon. Like YouTube, for me, that's like been probably 80% of the things that I learned was just from watching YouTube for like 3 hours a day when I was like starting probably sophomore year of high school.
Absolutely.
Like, people sometimes will ask me and probably ask you two both, like, whatever about like this training split or how to do this for my biceps, chest, whatever. I always say whatever I think, but I always say go on YouTube. There's so many, everybody's trying to be an influencer right now.
And go and work out.
Yeah, and try it because
work out.
Professional.
That's the key, bro. People don't want to actually work. They want a shortcut.
It's that,
Absolutely.
And they're like, I just want to maximize all the time because I feel like it's gonna be too late. Because no, it's guys are 10-year pros and they're like, I'm trying this out today and see if you feel it. Then work.
Yeah, exactly.
They throw it away. And
bro, you see, that's another beautiful thing about this sport, bro, is that no matter how knowledgeable you think you are, and no matter how big you think you are, strong you think you are, there's always going to be something new that you can do, something new that you can learn, you know?
And there's some things that work for when you're younger, and then when you're older, like
exactly.
Walker.
Like you always have to keep an open mind, always.
The guy,
you really cannot think you. I laugh at guys like that, bro. I really do. Like, you really can't think you know it all.
Yeah, I hate when I see people like that too, man. It's just like there's so many other ways to do that exercise or approach anything, your diet, your training, your cardio and stuff. But it's just like you're so thick-headed that you don't want to try it. And I'm like, it'll make your life so much easier, man. But they just stuck in their ways.
It's the most humbling sport out of everything because
absolutely.
It's like I was saying, like the guy Nick Walker, when he was younger, he was talking about how he would back squat 4 or 5 plates, and now he does it, and he doesn't do it anymore because he doesn't feel it. Now he does hack squat because he feels it in his quads or whatever. But it's just because it works then does not mean it's going to work 5 years from now. And it's just you're constantly adapting, whether it be in the gym or in the kitchen. And it's crazy, and it kind of just messes with your mind. But that's sport. And
that's a fact.
Another thing is too, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that, Greg. How you said Nick Walker first started out front squatting. You said front squatting or back squatting?
I think it was back squatting. He said.
Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because another thing about this sport too is that your body is constantly changing. Yeah. And when I say that, I'm talking about not just your muscles. I'm talking about your appetite, like the things you like to eat. Like I'm already feeling it, bro. Like I most definitely cannot eat junk food as recklessly as I used to. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like I most definitely can. Like I'm already getting tired of a lot of things.
God damn.
You know?
Yeah, when
I'm only 24. Like I'm still young, still very young, but like I'm feeling it, you know.
Yeah.
If I go too crazy with a cheat day, like sugar cheat day, like cookies and all that, I get heartburn. So now I have to take pantoprazole to like suppress the heartburn and shit like that, like pretty much all year round now. Okay. So I gotta limit like spicy food too. So it's like, God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Are you doing a cheat day today?
Yeah, I am.
Bro.
But we keep it light.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, last night I was eating and I was like, legs tomorrow, I'm still hungry. And I already ate like 4,500 calories and I was like, I'm having pizza. So I had like 4 slices of like meatball pizza.
Yes. That's what I like to hear.
Right in the air
fryer. That's what I like to hear.
Bro, this sport, another thing about this sport is expensive.
Oh,
Because,
God.
well,
Bruh, you know how much
the
money
more,
I wasted
I'm
on
not,
shows,
I'm not even in it
food,
yet, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. The food
supplements.
alone.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. You know what
forget
kind I'm
about it.
talking about.
I know what you're talking about, Al. I definitely know what you're talking about. But I'm not even talking about the whole thing. I'm talking about the factor that the better you get into training and the more intense your training gets, the obviously the hungrier you're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
obviously that requires more food. Like, bro, when I was in I mean, Alex, you saw me grow when I was in college. When I was going to
Oh yeah.
retro,
Oh yeah.
like
Absolutely.
we
When
saw
I
how
first
much
seen
I
you, I was like, yo, who is this kid? Like, why does he look this big? And
yeah,
why is he pushing up this much weight? Like, you know what I mean?
for that size, right?
Yeah. He was
And
crazy.
like
Still
and like
crazy now.
yeah. So Greg, I don't know if I told. I'm pretty sure I told you that when I went to Caldwell, I met Alex my freshman year when I first signed up at Retro.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I met Alex. That was that was 2016, right? Like 4 years ago? No, 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
5 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah. Damn. Yeah, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, now it's
Yep.
5 years ago. And I actually remember one specific set
Oh
that
shit.
I remember one specific set, bro. I don't know what got into me this day, but bro, I was declining 315 for like I think 3. And then I remember on the third rep, like I thought I was about to drop it, but then I pushed it back up, and obviously Al helped me out a little bit.
Mm.
And then when we racked it, I remember getting out of the bench, and then just looking at Al. And then Al gave me this look. He was like, "Bro, I did not know you could push that." I was like, I didn't know either.
Yo.
And
Yeah,
then I just blew like throughout college because like think about it, before and after all my classes, I was crushing down a meal like all day, every day, and I was having crazy cheat meals every single weekend.
Yeah, bro. I still to this day, man, think you should have competed or think you should compete.
I'm trying to convince
Got
him.
the structure.
I still got time, man. I still got time. You never know. I really
True.
have time.
That
Yeah.
one day we posed, like, what, 2 months ago? I was, like, still surprised the detail on your back, just for, like, and you, like, you really don't have, like, a structured plan, like, eating-wise.
Yeah, I don't at all. I don't.
And I was like,
I don't at all. I do eat good. Like I do eat great, but like it's
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 not
all
like
over.
every two
Yeah,
and a half
Not weighed, it's not
hours.
calculated and shit. Yeah.
yeah. I most definitely don't scale my food. Like I've always been very good, actually extremely good at listening to my body. Like I know when too much is too much. You know, I know when the right amount is good. Like I know when my body needs a day off the gym, more water,
Yeah.
another meal, you know. And let me not knock on wood because that's another reason why I never had any serious injuries. Because say one day I'm going to the gym and I don't feel I'm at my best. Obviously, I'm still going to train as hard as I can, but I'm most definitely not going to put the same heavy load on myself or go for the same high rep count
Of course.
that I usually would, you know.
Right.
Because sometimes pushing past your limits can really mess you up in the long run, and that's something I'm trying to prevent. Obviously pain is inevitable in the sport. Injuries are going to come.
Yeah.
It's extremely inevitable, bro. Especially if you're training hard like we do, it's inevitable. But at the same time, you know, you want to try to take precaution on it. Like I'm already treating my body like it's 6 years old. Like I'm going to therapy twice a month now. They gotta
Nice.
have a guy now for that. Have a sponsor. I gotta be grateful for that. I foam roll every single day before back day and leg day, every single time. And what's another thing? Before my I mean obviously I stretch, but like for chest and delt day, I always do my rotator cuffs. Always.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are key.
Oh, bro,
Those are key.
always. Like I'm starting now because I almost had a bad injury last year because my shoulder was inflamed for like months.
I remember in June
I
you were
was,
saying you were taking it easy still. Yeah.
I was still taking. Remember we were training at Bodyworks in Patterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was and you asked me, you were like, "Yo, are you doing the? Are you guys still here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we still here.
There you go.
It just went black. It just went black for a second. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg was asking me. He was like, "Yo, you doing the 130s today?" I was like, "You funny." I was like, "Hell nah, I'm doing the 90s, maybe 100s."
Yo, it be like that, man.
What happened?
I said it definitely be like that some days. You just
Yeah,
gotta,
but yo,
you're right. You
need
gotta listen
those,
to your body, man.
Of course, yeah. Deloads are very, very, very essential. Like I actually texted Greg. I texted you Tuesday, right? After I hit chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, this deload is doing me justice." Like I already felt all my joints and ligaments like just feeling a lot healthier. You know, just getting back to normal.
I think
Not being.
I think when you started yours, I think mine was just ending, or it was a week after, and it was the same thing. Like instead of doing like 105s or 100s on shoulder press, I was going down just like 85 and just revving out. And I was like, it just feels so much like it's different. The blood flow into the muscle. It's weird. It's like that when you go like heavy and slow on the negative and press, it's more like full compared to doing 10 or 12 reps. It's like pumped. It's the strangest feeling.
You know what I'm really, really, really liking a lot, man. Like I've been doing it the past like year and a half, where especially for my compound movements, where I warm up to a heavy working set, or maybe two, depending how strong I feel that day. Then I drop all the way down to a huge like rep count set, and just like how you said, you put a lot of blood into the muscle by doing that. Like I've really been like loving that a lot lately. I feel like you get the most benefit from doing that.
Are you doing a drop set or like just a back down set?
Both.
Yeah.
It depends. Like I told you too. It depends on my mood that day and how my body feels.
Yeah.
Every single day I go to the gym. Every single day.
You guys ever take like multiple days off instead of doing a deload, or like you keep it like, you know what I mean, like one day off and then like do a deload, or do multiple days in a row?
I usually if I'm doing a deload the next like week cycle, I just don't take I just keep it the same. I just start deloading every day.
Yeah.
So what I do is about 2 years ago, this is what I started doing. Every 3 to like 6 months, I take a week off. A whole week.
Right. Yeah, I try to do that. Maybe not a whole week, but like
3 to
4 days.
Like, 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
3 to 5 days.
Because my body will tell me like, yo, I'm ready to go back to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'll feel it. You'll feel like refreshed, and you'll be like, yo, I need to go back to the gym. Like you want to get back to that point where it's like, you're like, yo, like you excited to work
like,
out.
I'm ready. Like I'm ready.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm ready.
All right. So
I think that's another thing about. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think that's another thing about like part of the deload or like taking a break is that people may get burnt out from the gym too, like going so hard and pushing all the weight and stuff like that. It's like your body's one thing, but then again, your mind is getting taxed as well too.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where you may like just drag ass going to the gym. You may not feel the same.
Yeah.
The songs don't hit no more. Like your favorite like workout songs. And you know how that's how you kind of know it's like, okay, let me take a day or two off from the gym. Let me recoup. Let me get some stuff done in real life, you know, that I've been putting back. So that's another point.
So this question, I got a few questions for both you guys.
So hit me with it.
So this is more serious still. Knowing what you know now and going through what you've gone through, would you ever start from the beginning and do it all over again so you can change some things, or you
Absolutely
happy with all the things you've gone through?
Absolutely.
Now,
yeah and no, because I'm glad I was ignorant and dumbfounded of not knowing what I know now, because maybe because it builds character when you learn those when you learn those things on your own, when you discover different tips from like different people that you come across all your life, from different gyms you go to. Like, you never know. I might have learned something from Alex that he told me. Right now, I don't remember, but he most definitely told me some piece of information that would absolutely benefit me in competing one day if I decide to compete. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to come across some type of wisdom everywhere you go in the gym.
Yes.
Even if it's a wisdom that you don't take for yourself, like somebody's always going to say something,
Yeah. And sometimes it's not the biggest guy in the gym. It's some guy who doesn't bodybuild, who doesn't really care about working out. Does it for
exactly.
That's true.
Like that one guy, what's his name? His name on IG is The Real Technician.
Chris Aceto.
Yes.
Chris Aceto, yeah.
Yes.
Obviously he's not like freaky. He doesn't have a freaky build.
Yeah.
But he's like, supposedly he's like a scientist of bodybuilding.
Have you seen his competitive pictures from back then?
Pretty big.
I think I saw one, but I forgot how he looked.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah.
He looked pretty good. I don't know.
One of Jay in the kitchen posing. Into him. He's massive for like no reason. Massive
as hell. So yeah, he definitely knows his stuff.
I gotta see how he looked back in the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like right now, he's not huge, but he still has like that chisel.
I gotta find.
Oh yeah.
I think they just posted it.
It's on Machiavelli.
You guys see this, right?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yes. Damn, that's him.
No,
that was him.
That's Jay Cutler.
I know that's Jay Cutler, but I didn't know that was Chris.
Yeah, that's Chris.
Oh, that is him.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. I was like, I did not expect that, but all right. So
that's dope. That's dope.
Do you guys think that overtraining is real?
No.
Yep. I mean,
I
Alex is right too. He is right too.
There's 2 points to that too. It's like, yeah, you can overtrain and
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you can overtrain and tax the fuck out of your system, like no doubt. But I also believe that you under rest and you under eat.
Yeah.
And if you get enough rest and if you eat enough, your body will be able to recover efficiently.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you're dieting dumb hard, like for a show or something like that, hell yeah, you can overtrain. Because one, you're in a caloric deficit by like a crazy amount.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not be able to sleep just because you are hungry. You know what I'm saying? Some people have sleep issues.
Which has happened a lot.
Exactly. You may be like up at night, like you may be sleeping, but you may not get quality rest too. So of course, yeah, in that aspect, I do think you can overtrain in that particular aspect. But if you're like off season, hell no, you can't overtrain.
There's no. Yeah, you should be eating.
No way.
You want.
You should be eating every hour and a half. Like
exactly, and sleeping at least 10. Like,
see, like it's a yes or no question. So, can you overtrain? No, if you're doing everything right, as in sleep, diet, water intake, supplement intake, or But also, where I got stuck.
I feel like it's no, and the only reason if it does happen is because of those two things Alex said. You're not eating enough, and obviously there's outliers because if you're prepping 2 weeks out, there's definitely a higher chance of being overtraining. But
yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I heard the last 4 weeks before a show are the most critical ones.
Bruh.
4 weeks, right?
The last 4 weeks are the worst because at that point you just want to get it over with. Yeah. Like you're like, all right, let me do this cardio. Let me eat this food. You become a robot. To be honest with you, you become a straight robot, and it's just like you're done. You're mentally done.
I feel like obviously I've never done a show, but I feel like you have to go on like autopilot in a way.
Yo, you stole the words right out of my mouth. It's
like autopilot, right?
Yeah, you go on autopilot.
Yeah.
It's like some people they'll be like, "Oh, why do you look so mean, or why do you look depressed?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm depressed.
I don't want to be here.
I'm fucking dead inside." Like, have y'all seen my stories when I post like my skeleton face pictures?
Yeah.
Yo, my face is sunken in. I'm dead. Like, what do you want me to smile all the time and shit?
I need help.
I need help. Like, I need help. Help me, please, for real, bro.
It's one of the things you said where it's like autopilot robot. I put on my story like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I've never gone into like put aside like show like into like a cutting phase. I've always like bulked for like 6 months and then got hurt. Bulked for 8 months, got hurt, and I'm like, I've never been more excited to cut. Just to like, I want to suffer through that, and it's like the weirdest feeling ever. And I'm like,
most people aren't gonna understand that, bro.
They're
not gonna understand that.
They won't. But the thing is, though, honestly, for me, what keeps me going is like I look in the mirror in the morning, hit my shots and stuff like that. But it's just like you see the progress every day, and it could be like a little line here, it could be like a little vein that pops out, where like you could see something appear a little bit more. But that is like the motivation for me personally. Yeah. And also that it just keeps me pushing myself like, okay, let's get just get through this one day. Yeah. You know, tomorrow's another day. Let's just get through these 24 hours and then we can start over again. That's the main thing. I think that's how you really need to look at it versus, I have a 16-week prep. Let's just get through it one day at a time. Exactly. One day at a time. And then it's going to be like, okay, next thing you know, it's like 6 weeks out. And that's it. You're like, oh, shit, I made it this far? You know what I'm saying? So it'll keep you going. Definitely keep you going.
See, the reason why I think people wouldn't understand that is because it's the same thing with training, bro. What I discovered from, bodybuilding in the gym is that hardcore training builds confidence. It really does. Mm-hmm. Like pride too. It can unfortunately boost your ego in a bad way. Yeah. As well. It didn't do it for me though. Like you guys know me. My ego's definitely not out there. Yeah. But my confidence is definitely like all the way up to space. Yeah. Because of the way how I train, and that's the reason why people don't understand is because when you suffer and go through those type of resistance on a daily basis, when you're constantly putting your mind through that type of resistance on a daily basis, like, fuck, I got to do this for 20 reps on like press, like, oh my God, now I have to hit the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Now I got to hit abs. Now I got to eat Brussels sprouts.
Right, and dry chicken, like.
Now I got to eat dry chicken. Like, it makes doing the things that you hate. It's rewarding. Like, it makes you feel good that you're able to do it because in your mind that most people, even if you paid some people to do it, they wouldn't do it because they wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah, and it's always one of the things.
That's what makes it great. That's what makes it fun. It really does.
It's one of those things where like when you're suffering, you're like, all right, few people are doing this, so I already have an edge just because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
At least mentally.
Fact. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think too, like it does boost the confidence in a how you carry yourself.
Exactly. It all depends. Like, it all comes down to who the person is.
Who the person is, yeah. Because you got of course the assholes that walk around the gym with imaginary lat syndrome. It's like, put your arms down. But then you see the calm person that knows that they can lift some heavy weight, or that knows that they look good and is just like real chill and level-headed. That's the confidence that is key. That's the confidence that this sport really builds.
Freaking Kai Green at our gym. Obviously, Kai Green is Kai Green. With sweatpants, sweatshirt, hoodie, and a mask. So you see his eyes only. Yeah. And all he does is grunt a little bit, and he's 405 for 20 reps on back squat, and you wouldn't even know he's there.
Yo, I see people, man, grunting on for 225 for bench, and I'm like, or like 65 for incline flies, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Or shrugging like, say, 100-pound dumbbells, and you're like, roar, roar.
Let me tell you a story.
Bro, where am I at a zoo? Like,
I really don't.
Going on?
Yo, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. At least with that weight, nah.
There's definitely
I've never done that.
If I remember correctly, crystal clear, I'm 90% sure I did not grunt.
Even like remember that day? You remember that day that we were rowing like the 200-pound dumbbells or something like that or whatever?
Me and you at Signature?
Yeah, it was like you was doing one thing and then I jumped in.
Oh yeah,
I was already rolling dumbbells.
I was doing RDOs on the Smith machine.
Yeah, like we never made any noise.
Oh no, bro, me and you were. I think I had like three plates in a quarter, and I was just like flowing,
just knocking them out.
While you was tossing 200-pound dumbbells, and I think you and I looked at each other and laughed while we were doing that at one point.
It's one of those things that like.
It's psychotic. That's what.
Me and Alex looked at each other like, "Yo, I don't want to do this."
If you see somebody do something like the most,
well, we got to do it anyway.
Like Delaney, you and I have trained all like a few times, and the most we've ever done is like a grunt. But the grunt can only like a 5 feet radius. Only like those people can hear us.
Yeah.
We know that certain group in our gym, you can hear them from when you walk in the door.
Listen. Greg heard me grunt the loudest when
and this is a back squat.
and that's acceptable because who looked like
plates each side.
Yeah, I had 7 plates. I had 7 plates on each side, and I went slow too. Yeah, no knee wraps either. Not even knee sleeves. Raw.
Your knees didn't explode.
I don't know how they did it, to be honest.
It's because you're young. That's why, man. Fuck. Hate you young motherfuckers.
Another thing is too. I'll be honest. I did do that like summer of 2018 with knee wraps. So that was the last time I did 7 plates on the hack squat.
Shit.
Yeah. So when I was with Greg, I was like, yo, I'm stronger now, and I have a lot more muscle maturity.
Hell yeah.
So I told Greg, actually, I was like, yo, I want to go for at least, and I hit 6 exactly, right, Greg? I hit 6 reps.
Yeah, you said 6 or 7, and then you whatever it was.
I was like, yo, I want 6 solid reps, like at least a 3 negative count. A 3 negative count.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Yo, remember we did shoulders, Delaney? You told me about the negative aspect of it.
Yeah.
I've actually, you was probably like maybe the first or second person to actually tell me to train like that. So I've been doing it more often ever since then. I've definitely seen a big improvement in my physique-wise. So thank you for that.
Told me
of course, bro. I got you.
Last winter, he told me that.
You see,
like that.
Yeah.
And literally, I was going that first day. I never pressed over like 60 pounds on a dumbbell press. And then, like I said before, I was doing 105s. Everything was going way better. And I got my dad to do it, and he was pushing heavier. And it's like you just go, and then when you go back to volume, like I just did, you can go heavier for 10 to 15 reps compared to when you didn't do it before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's crazy how it all correlates together and mixes, but it definitely helped, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, your dad's gonna be huge too. He is.
I was just telling him about that, yo. Dad look big as shit. Like,
nah, his pops is getting hockey. He
I
is.
told him to do masters, but he's like, nah. But
no, on some real shit, he should though. He should give it a shot, like one show at least.
I was like, he wanted to start doing a little bit of posing, and I was like, all right, maybe this is the start. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's a lot more convincing I got to do.
If your dad's there on Wednesday, I'm gonna try to gas him up to do a show. At least do Masters, like Masters Classic or some shit like that or whatever.
Yeah,
but, yeah, he looks good, no doubt.
No, he definitely does.
All right, so let's get to
especially for his age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 50, 56.
That's awesome.
That's good.
But,
that's awesome.
All right, let's get to some dumb questions now.
Let's do it.
How much time left we have on this? So worst case, I'm just gonna send another link. But
right.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
100.
I want the 100 because I can just squish them. Like
you said 100 duck-sized horses
or a horse-sized duck, because they're
honestly,
small,
bro,
still run fast.
It's hard to wrap your brain around. Like
honestly, bro,
1 duck-sized horse.
Give me that horse-sized duck. I want that. I want to see that. I definitely want. Bro, imagine that. That's cool. A horse-sized duck.
Yeah,
can I ride it? If I beat it in a fight, can I like take control of it and ride it?
Yeah,
Pretty sure you could if you tame it.
Okay, so I would definitely love a duck as a pet to ride around and not use my car for save miles on my car, you know.
This fucking guy. Yo, fuck that. I want the 100 horse-sized ducks.
Imagine that army running at you, like.
Bro, you're just gonna see Alex in his work boots that he wears for the job, just kicking them little bitches.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do. Just kick and stomp every one of them. Like that would be fun. That'd be some good times.
So next one. Would you rather have to sneeze but can never actually sneeze, or have something in your eye for a year?
So
wait, is it? Oh wait.
So, like,
no. So you're gonna be like,
yeah, and just like
the whole.
Got like one part and like up your nose, you can't sneeze.
Wait,
so something,
or like something small's in your eye that's just bothering you for a year.
How long am I not sneezing?
A year.
Oh, year still? I think it would be pretty funny though. Like if I walk around like.
Yeah, but you can you like that, and then stick their fingers in your mouth and pull the trigger like Delaney.
Yo, Alex, what's that face you just made?
That's gonna be the zoom in video, Delaney.
Oh man, that's good.
I'll take the thing in the eye.
Let me ask you this: does the thing in the eye hurt?
No, it's just like you can still have your eye open, but it's gonna be just like
bothering you
the entire time. Yeah, bothering you the entire time.
Like say you got an eyelash.
Yeah, like an eyelash
in or like some dust or some shit like that.
Okay, how often is it bothering your eye?
Why we get so technical with this shit?
Because you got to break it down. I got to know what the package comes with. Shit.
Maybe like
every 10 minutes.
Sure.
So wait, so the sneezing thing then? Are you like all day, or is it every 10
I'd say maybe like we'll say 2 times an hour, besides sleeping.
Honestly,
Oh,
bro, I'm taking the sneeze.
I'll take the sneeze then.
I don't
Man,
know.
fuck
Yeah.
that.
I've gone at like a whole
Cause
day, something in my eye, but a year.
there's been a few times like that happened to me where like I was about to sneeze and then nothing came out, and it's kind of funny when it happens.
It's funny, yeah. I think it'll be funny. If I get people to laugh, that'll be great. Like if
But
I get
Like-
people to laugh at me.
Imagine you're in the middle of a leg press, 8 plates on each side, bottom of the rep, and
Wait,
you lose your
damn.
breath.
And then you just shit right there.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's better than shit in your pants. At least.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you guys? You shit your pants if you're doing leg press?
I was literally just about to bring that up. One time I almost did.
I did.
It was during either hip thrust or RDLs. I forgot.
Yeah. No.
One other time it was while me doing crunches. Like I remember I came up and I felt something like go down my body like real fast. I was like, whoa, hold on a second.
That was a wet one.
Yeah, it was a wet one.
You
So I
were in
ran
pants?
straight
You were in pants,
straight
right?
to the bathroom.
See, it's different. I always wear shorts usually. If that happens to me, it's gonna be.
It's game over.
I gotta switch gyms. It's over.
You can never go back to that gym.
No, I know.
You're gonna be known as a shit guy.
Yeah.
The shit guy.
The shit guy.
Yo.
All right, and let's see. I think I know the answer. This one: live without music or live without TV.
Oh,
Without-
without TV.
Yeah, me too.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I need
Bro,
music,
I
man.
I don't
even
listen to music while I train, but like everything else I do, and I got Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I don't even who actually watches TV anymore.
TV's like
You know?
for background noise, to be
Everything-
honest.
Exactly.
Like everything on TV, if you miss it, it's on something that you can watch, like Netflix.
Exactly.
or
I
something.
feel like most people use they don't watch actual television these days. Most people just use like apps like Hulu.
Yeah, most people have like the Apple TV have no cable.
Hulu,
Well,
Amazon,
what if there was
Prime.
music, only music, or only like TV and apps and stuff like that? Like, what if you could have music only without like apps? You couldn't see anything on TV no more. No YouTube, no Instagram. Well, Instagram's there, but like no YouTube, no Netflix, no Hulu. Would you still choose music?
Yeah, bro.
Music.
I
Yeah.
would.
His
Yeah,
TV
I can
is
get by.
mood. Music.
I
changes
could get by. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I could do without YouTube for a couple of days. Shit.
I could definitely not do TV, but definitely not music.
Yeah, music is life. Music is life. It sets the mood too, like the mood, your mindset for the day.
Yeah, it really fuels you. You know, like whatever mood you're in, if you want to enhance it, there's one song for it. No, I'm not lying. There's not one. There's millions.
Millions, yeah. But there's definitely a song, like, you know what I mean?
That could, like, you know, enhance whatever mood you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously everybody has preferred genres of music.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely music, bro. I could get by without TV.
Yeah.
Easily.
So you guys both work out with music, right? Primarily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I used to. Now I haven't since probably a year and a half, 2 years. And now whenever I try to listen to music while I work out, I'm like, no.
You got used to it.
It's so weird. Like I want to like, you know, be in the moment or something. It feels so weird now. If I try to listen to music, I'm like, I'm missing something.
You got used to it. You adapted to it.
Straight year and a half without it. Yeah, I would say you got used to it.
Yeah.
There's some days I train without music. Like, well, no, I'm lying. Like I may get tired of just listening to music. Period. And I'll just throw off my headphones.
Yeah.
And I do like a few sets without music, but I like to be more in my head with the music. And I got a couple specific playlists for the gym, and all those songs like trigger something that just kind of like puts me in that focus for the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. Like I need music to feel it in a sense.
That's how it used to be, where like I wanted, it's like this universal sign, like don't talk to me for right now. I was like, especially at school,
people still find a way to talk to you.
People still
I'll never forget.
Alex.
I'm seeing this girl's doing crunches on that, like the machine, laying down.
Yeah.
This guy goes up to her and starts talking to her while she's doing like crunches, and like I was talking about that. I'm like, what is this girl? What is this?
Yo, don't talk to a girl mid-set, man. Come on, fellas.
Yo, girls
know her.
Girls hate that.
They walk in with the Nike hat and the
yeah, that means they don't want to be talked to at all. That Nike hat, bro, when that shit come down to
when that shit comes down, no. You do not
universal sign.
You do not
speak. Do not speak. Mm-hmm.
But the thing about music in the gym, it definitely does enhance the workout. But I also do feel like, because there's been times where I left my headphones at home, and I feel like when you work out without music, especially if you're so used to it, you need to bring another side of focus into your body, into your mind.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like the workouts can most definitely be better than the workouts you have with music. Because I remember, there's been a lot of times where I worked out without music, and not only did I go by my workout way quicker, but at the end of my workout, I was like, wow, like I was really, really focused, like on every single set that I did, you know.
I think it's
because sometimes when you have music, like you get distracted because of your phone, and obviously your phone has your messages, apps. Like you can get distracted just from like seeing a pop up, like a message, and then you don't even realize that you spend 2 minutes in between your set when you're only supposed to rest for 30 seconds, answering a text message that you didn't mean to answer. But obviously you got distracted from seeing your phone.
I think it's another big thing, depending on the room, like signature. It's that music is blaring, so like sometimes like I don't have headphones, but like that does it for me because they're loud. But my school my gym at school has no music. All you hear is the air conditioner, and it's sometimes just me in the gym. So all I hear.
You don't have a radio like playing in the background?
I have to like force the person to like let me get the remote to put the TV on for like whatever channel. But even then, the bass is broken, so it just like speakers in the back of a minivan just blaring.
Oh shit!
Damn.
So
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, at Top Shelf now, well, the gym I go to now, their music is like pretty loud too. So you could like walk up in there without headphones, and they play pretty good music. To be honest, like all types of genres and shit.
Yeah.
So I get that point. I was agreeing to your point too, Delaney, about like bringing in an extra side of focus to the workout, like without the music.
Yeah.
You're right, because you have to set your brain on a different playing field.
Exactly.
To reach
you don't have
what you would feel with the music. Yeah.
Yep. You don't have that assistance from the music that you're listening to.
Absolutely.
Pretend like you're like one night you're in bed, you're about to sleep, like, all right, tomorrow's back, I'm deadlifting. I know exactly what song I'm gonna play before that first lift off the ground. And then when you get to the gym, like, fuck, I forgot my headphones.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you gonna let this ruin your workout, or are you gonna, bring another side out that the music usually brought out for you?
I'm going back home to get my headphones.
I'm gonna be honest. There's been times I went back home to get my headphones because I was like, nah, I'm not doing it today. Nah.
No, I get your point 1,000% though. Definitely get it. Definitely get it 1,000%.
It's one of those things too. I know because you said you boxed, Delaney, and I did a little bit this summer when gyms were closed. Most guys, like professionals, like they put like some music on because they go with the beat, and it's like just the rhythm, like wise. And like when I did wear headphones and stuff, I know I would use that to like, instead of me staying at the top of a song for 10 seconds, I'd be like, all right, next beat, you got to go down, up and back down, just to force myself. But now I don't have to. But, all right. I think we got one more.
This is good. We're talking about some good stuff here.
Yeah.
Word. I like it. Like it a lot.
All
right. So we go one more dumb question or a more serious question?
Whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's see.
Let's do one more dumb one. I like the dumb ones.
All right.
I'm curious.
Would you rather go about your normal day, so just one day, absolutely naked, or fall asleep for 1 year?
Ooh.
And it can't be 2020. It has to be like a regular year.
You said it can't be 2020, you said?
Yeah, it got to be a regular year.
Oh, so 2021. All right. Damn. See, this is tough.
I'm falling
because I like being naked, but
yeah, but
I love to sleep.
I'm going back to my leg press reference. Imagine you're on the leg press.
Yo, if you ever wear leggings, like the spandex joints, it feels just like your ass naked anyway.
I'm falling asleep. I'm not doing that. I can't.
Wait, so.
but what? Okay, so you said 1 day of being naked, so maybe you don't train legs that day.
All out in the leg press.
It could be an off day, actually.
True, but
wait. So when you say go about your day naked, you mean like go to your job?
Like, yeah. If it's like,
because I'm a salesman right now, so I wouldn't make any sales if my dick and balls are out, you know. So that's the tough thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think you'd get too much commission.
I might have to sleep for a year. I
might do the fuck it.
You're gonna do
it. Balls out. And I'm going to shop right.
I'm going to shop right.
We're gonna put you up.
And I'm going to Costco.
Put it right between my butt cheeks. That's weird. What do you think?
Oh my God.
Right there in the crack.
What?
Imagine Alex like going to the gym naked and somebody asked him for a spot.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a nice ass view.
They're gonna be like, "What's that poking behind me, man?
What's that poking my forehead, bro? I'm trying to bench. I'm trying to bench."
Oh God.
Yo, man, that's funny. That was a good one. So that was a good question.
Now, this will be the last one. I ran out. I had to look for more. Would you rather have spaghetti for hair or sweat mayonnaise?
What the fuck?
Spaghetti as your hair?
Well, I don't have no hair, so I'll take the spaghetti. Lay it on me, man. Lay it the fuck on me. Can I do it however I want to do it?
Yeah, you can get a cut. Yeah, you can get a cut.
Huh. No shit.
Wait,
Penny vodka Caesar?
Yeah, you get to pick the sauce.
Ah, shit.
I'd probably do the hair because it's more out of the way.
Sweating mayonnaise, though, bro. Think about that.
That's bad.
Sweating.
Like mayonnaise coming out your pores.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with spaghetti.
Every workout, mayonnaise boy. Mayonnaise, man.
Bro, imagine walking around smelling like mayo on the gym floor.
That too.
That does not sound fun.
I definitely would rather have spaghetti here.
Yeah, I'm growing it out. fucking wiggling this shit. I'm definitely not swearing mayonnaise. Definitely not.
Yep, spaghetti here. Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that now.
Wonder if you eat it, if it grows back, or like.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Can you eat your own hair?
That's an infinite carb source right there.
That saves a lot of money.
Hell yeah. I believe this.
You'll have to do that.
Oh, also, Delaney, when you were late, we were saying you're going to be the guy Sister Nino of this podcast.
Wait, what?
When Alex and I were waiting,
yeah,
you were saying you're going to be the guy Sister Nino of this podcast.
Guys,
definitely was. Definitely was today. I think I feel like I'm James Hollingshead a little bit.
bro, he in the video when they zoomed in on his face, that killed me, man. That killed me.
Oh my goodness.
And yo, when Nick Walker was taking that gum out of the gum pack.
Yeah.
That was a great addition to the video.
The smallest piece of gum compared to his hands.
Yo, he's like 300 pounds now, man.
I know. And he has abs. He has abs and he's lean as hell.
Lean. Shit.
No, that kid's different, bro. He really is. Yo, if you think about it, he really does have the same frame as Flex Lewis.
Yeah, just
he does.
More muscle, yeah.
He does. If you think about it, he does. Like if you look at his midsection, most definitely when he does his front double bicep pose.
Yeah, I can see it.
You see it, right?
Definitely just see it. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. And I'm glad I'm glad he finally turned pro.
Yeah, he was one of those guys where you're like, you just assume he's pro.
When is he going to turn pro? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when you get to diet down, that's when you're going to win it. So
I'm just surprised. Yeah, like I'm just surprised he wasn't pro for at least like the past 4 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But you know what it is too.
It's like they're keeping it away from him in a way.
For him to mature, to like are you ready to be pro? And then they had they had other people that were waiting in line to get their pro cards and shit like that too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think too, I don't know if he was always with Matt Jansen, but I think the last 2 years at least, but I think that's when they got together, that's when like he got more he was serious, but more serious about like winning it. The pro card.
Hell yeah. Yep. But he was he used to work with what's that guy's name, man? Like a Pro Supplements, Jeff Long.
Oh yeah.
He used to work with him.
Oh, Jeff Long. I heard about that guy.
No.
And then after Jeff, he went to Matt Jansen.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, like you said.
Yeah, Matt Jansen's got a lot of good guys. He had Ian Valliere, but then he switched to Patrick Torre.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just like how Matt trains, just like how we were saying before. He does that whole negative thing, stuff like that. But I feel like he always trains like crazy hard and crazy like good, but his body doesn't react like as well. I don't know.
Who? Wait, who?
Matt Jansen.
What do you mean with the training you said? Oh, the negative
Yeah, like he trains like hard, heavy, and like he's doing it for years, and like he's obviously in good shape.
Yeah.
Big, but like I don't know, I feel like the last few years he hasn't progressed as maybe because he's older. I don't know.
It might be. Then again, he might not be really like pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I do see his videos and stuff and everything, and he's right there along either with Nick or doing his own thing or whatever in the garage and shit like that too. But he might have reached his peak in a sense. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
He probably just has unfortunately he probably just has bad genetics. Like he can't get that big, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
without like growing out his waist and stuff like that.
Some people do reach a limit.
Okay. You're breaking up.
Early age.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
like,
crazy.
like for example, Phil Heath. I'm breaking up.
We hear you now.
Am I good?
Yeah.
There you go.
So for example, I mean, obviously Phil Heath ain't young anymore, but for example, he is most definitely done. Like, he can't get any bigger than he is.
Oh,
No.
yeah. No, he's finished.
You know,
As
like
much
although Big Ramy, on the other hand, he's not done. He could
Yeah.
get a little more bigger, more
And
thicker.
conditioning too.
That just got started actually.
I think when he
Yeah,
got with
Chad
Nichols,
Nichols.
it was big.
Yep.
Yeah. It took
Chad
Big
Nichols.
Ramy it took Big Ramy many years to like figure out what worked for him. But the thing is, bro, like that's normal because when you get especially when you get a new coach to guide you through a prep, bro, obviously the coach isn't gonna know what's best for you because they don't know where your body is, what your body type is, your blood type. Because everybody has foods that work better for them than they do for others. You know, so it takes for you to know what works best for you. You actually have to stay with a coach because they have to learn you.
That's why I'm surprised the first year he like nailed it. I mean, Chad Nichols, he worked with like Ronnie and stuff, so he's obviously has experience, but still, like it's still hard. But I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Chad Nichols did his thing though, because they were prepping for the Arnold, and then he had him somewhat figured out then, but then he was just like kept drilling him into the ground, and he said that Ramy needs to not be around like his family in order to do well, because you know when you're suffering through a diet and shit like that, people look at you like, oh, you feel you need something to eat. They would give him food. This is what Chad Nichols was saying. So it's like when he moved in with Dennis James wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
he like pushed him harder to bring out more conditioning. So in a sense, Ramy was sabotaging himself like all these years, according to Chad, at least.
Yeah.
But once he got around, like, and he didn't have those extra calories and shit like that, then you see what happened.
Yeah. I think they were saying like Dennis James would like make him pose for like 30 minutes a day or something like crazy. That's why you saw every time they said like whatever pose, he was the first to hit it and he held it the longest and like
Yep.
He didn't show it on stage.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like that's one good thing too that I liked about Ramy's posing was that he looked real professional up there. He didn't sweat. He wasn't out there bleeding, huffing and puffing. Like what's that kid?
Shaking.
Derek Lunsford?
Yeah. He wasn't like
Derek.
when he hits it. He was like he's been doing it. That's when you know.
Yeah, shaking. Derek Lunsford shaking, sweating. Stevie was like, "Yo, you okay?" Like
he's one of those guys. Like he can win it if he comes in diced.
Yeah, he'd be good.
It's
his. I feel like his legs were more peeled than his upper half for some odd reason. I don't know why. Like was he trying to come in big or something? But
yeah, I'll never forget. I forgot who said it, bro. It was in the beginning of the year. I was talking about the Olympia, last year's Olympia, not this year. How Derek came in second over Sean last year. And they really tried telling me that, listen, all due respect to Derek, he's a great competitor. He has a great frame. But when it comes to conditioning, bro, this guy really tried to tell me Derek was going to beat Sean this year. Like Derek gets first place and Sean gets either second or third. I was like, bro,
I got
nah.
That one photo that Sean put on Instagram 8 weeks out.
Wait, yeah, pull up his profile. Look at the most recent one he put up.
That picture looks
2 weeks
nutty.
out. This one, look at that.
That one right there. Like
8 weeks out.
What? Like how you beat that, yo?
That's insane.
And he's only 176 pounds?
I think that's what he weighed in at, yeah.
No, wasn't he like 180?
I think that was on stage, but he weighed in at like 177 or something.
bro, like, look at him.
That's crazy.
Like
Look at the
he makes
conditioning.
jokers look small. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you see what I mean? Like, Derek does have a great frame. He does. He's big. He's round. His lats are huge.
yeah. He's just like you could see there's a little bit like water there while he's obviously striated.
Down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something went wrong. That's all.
But bro, Sean's just he's got it. He's got it on everybody when it comes to conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he keeps. He's one of those guys where he's like he probably won't gain any more muscle, obviously, because like he just like he's so 3D and like bubbly because it's like there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you can put on. I think you can put on more muscle, because bro, he's looking. The arm video he put up on his IG, he looks bigger there than he did on stage, like already.
Yeah,
that one. Like look how he looks in that tee.
Yeah, him and Matt are gonna push. They're gonna push for some more size, definitely.
Yeah,
no, they are. They are.
Like he put on what, like 10, 11, 12 pounds in 1 year?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, he got a little bit more room to grow.
Look at his long head on his tricep. Just peeking out.
That's insane.
Bro, the guy works. He works.
Oh, absolutely.
He works. You gotta respect him. And that's another thing why I love Sean, bro. He always covers up. He always covers his body.
Yeah. He has
only thing you see, like, right, that video is rare. Like,
yeah, it's the second time he's done that. That's it.
Like he always wears a sweater. Like he wears tees maybe once every 3 months to the gym.
He's like 5'3", like a triple XL and like gas pants. It's hilarious.
But it fits though. Like
it fits.
But it fits. Like how? Like what? That's insane.
I don't
It touches his legs.
But all right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, and then appreciate you guys coming on. Hopefully, I have you guys on again together or separate. But first episode done, so I'm gonna keep doing these. So.
Oh yeah, bro, and let us know next time you want to do these.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, I'm in.
Right. This was definitely fun.
Anytime.
Definitely fun.
Yep.
See you next time.